Welcome back to Science Elder Show. Yesterday morning, we have a look at how sciatica and spur torment mischoice daily life. For now, we have Dr. Marcus from Germany, and he will explain how gelatin hydrolysate can help mischoice to solve her joint problems.
I would say it's a process of learning. So when you started 25 years ago with the research in regard to this, you don't have to forget that you always have to communicate these results. Create awareness. That is one of the main pillars of the activities of Gelita and the Gelita Health Initiative, to go more into the communication with the medical doctors and to convince them. That is a very serious community. You cannot approach them directly with something new. You have to convince them. You have to create awareness, and therefore you have to also apply these clinical studies, which are more and more available. But the progress is quite positive. More and more clinical doctors, where, by the way, also we recruit for our clinical studies we are just going ahead with, learning more about that and getting more awareness about that. But many countries, especially in Asian countries, the medical doctors are already recommending collagen hydrolysate products for people who are suffering from osteoarthritis. But of course, we have to be sure that collagen hydrolysate is considered as a food stuff, as a food. There's no E number, again, it has an FDA approved as GRAS status. It's a highly purified protein with no fat, with no sugar, with no cholesterol. At least it's a food. It's not a medicine. It will never have the improvement to act as a medicine. That is not the aim of the complete concept.
There are many positive findings nowadays from research. They show that gelatin hydrolysate along with chelated fatty acid, both of them together can actually help relieve the joint pain of many patients with joint deterioration. And this can help them to regain the happiness of life. In fact, scientific researchers have made great progress year after year, and this provides better benefit to human beings as well. For this reason, I think government should do all it can to support and encourage the ongoing of scientific researches. People can feel the sadness when they get to know the real situation happening in Hong Kong. Apart from bone and joint pain, some of my elderly friends, they also suffer from another health problem, fatty liver. Fatty liver can be classified in two main types. You got the alcoholic type and the non-alcoholic type. For today's clinical research review, we are going to introduce lecithin oil, and we will look at how they might benefit to non-alcoholic fatty liver. Owing to the westernization of eating habits in Hong Kong, there are actually more and more people suffering from obesity, high level of cholesterol, and diabetes. The number of people having fatty liver is also multiplying as well. Journal of Gastroenterology and Hepatology 2009 published the result done by Hong Kong Liver Foundation, based on the survey they have done through phone calls. From year 2007 to 2008, researchers conducted a survey in which people aged above 18 were interviewed through phone calls. During the first round of the interview, there were 521 respondents. 83% of them had never heard of the disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver. For the second round, there were 508 people who had heard of the name non-alcoholic fatty liver, but 42% of them did not recognize how critical this disease in Hong Kong was. 47% had no idea what are the symptoms of this disease, and 78% people thought non-alcoholic fatty liver could be detected by blood tests. There were 52%, 57% and 42% of them thought smoking, hepatitis B and hepatitis A were the causes for the non-alcoholic fatty liver respectively. Among the 508 respondents, there was 46% of them knew little about this disease, while 35% knew nothing about it at all. There was a study done in Hong Kong in 2004. Among 1,627 people from Hong Kong, 258 of them were diagnosed with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. From that, it could be calculated around 15.9% of the population in Hong Kong would also suffer from the same kind of the disease. Under special pathology conditions, non-alcoholic fatty liver will develop into steatohepatitis, liver fibrosis, and liver sclerosis. In the year of 2007, American Society for Nutrition published a study related to fatty liver caused by the lack of choline. It indicated that our bodies need to intake choline from food sources. Ingested choline is then transported to liver where it helps taking triglyceride away from liver. Choline also keeps cell membrane remaining intact, at the same time improving message transmittance of nervous system. Besides getting choline from diet, it can also be produced by our own bodies. One of our hormones, estrogen, can convert phosphatidylcholine to choline for different body functions. The reference value for choline intake is out already. Nevertheless, there's not enough data to support the estimated average requirement. The reason for doing this research is to predict the requirement for choline and the consequences in the case of choline deficiency for both male and females under normal conditions. 57 adults were recruited in this study with 26 males, 16 premenopausal females, and 15 postmenopausal females. They had to intake 550 mg of choline each single day for 10 days. Then they had to intake less than 50 mg choline every day for 42 days. Results indicated that when there was a lack of choline in the diet, 77% males and 80% postmenopausal females would have symptoms like fatty liver and muscle degeneration, and 44% of the premenopausal females would experience problems related to organs. Among 6 of the males, they already got all the symptoms mentioned above when the intake of choline was 550 mg per 70 kg each day, and supplementation of folate could not help the situation at all. Requirement for choline would be different for different age groups and gender. Among 19 of the subjects, dosage was not enough to prevent organs from getting problems when a daily intake of around 425 to 550 mg was suggested. Other than getting enough choline from egg yolk and animal liver, krill oil extract from the shells of krill from Arctic is the only alternative available. Egg yolk and animal liver do contain choline. On the other hand, they also contain high level of cholesterol. Therefore, it is not the best option to get choline from sources like egg yolk or animal liver. Some cases of fatty liver would even develop into liver cirrhosis and liver cancer. Scientific evidence have proven krill lecithin does have positive effects on non-alcoholic fatty liver. If you have any question about all this, please refer to your own health professional, or you might come and inquire our healthcare team as well. See if we can find out more about the latest scientific reports for you. So now, let's get to know what kind of activities we have for today's elder health activity.
Health science activities. For today, there will be 2 bone density tests for free. One at Mont Chiming Building from 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. The other one will be from 2 to 5 p.m. at Yunnan in City. For all the elder health science activity centers, microcurrent pain relieving treatment will be provided for free. Also, there will be free trial of spermaceti cream. Mr. Scientisthome will be at Mont Chiming Building 10 o'clock in the morning and Yunnan in City 2 o'clock in the afternoon to share all the latest science issues about health. For activities at Mont Chiming and Yunnan in City, we will talk about the way krill lecithin helps problems like cholesterol and premenstrual syndrome. Also, we will take a look at how gelatin hydrolysate, the ingredient from the newest science research, relates to the treatment for articular cartilage degeneration. And we will share the updates from Science Kitchen about oil, salt, and sugar. If you are interested in knowing how well you go with your bone density, you are all welcome to come and take the bone density test and get some data for reference. For people who have pain that caused by muscle and joint inflammation, come and try the spermaceti cream. See if it can help relieving the symptoms within 30 minutes. Moreover, if you are now experiencing muscle sore or pain at kneecaps, come and try the microcurrent pain relieving treatment. See if it can relieve some of the problems. For those who are interested, please call 3105-0020. Activity centers in Kowloon includes Kuntong and Mong Kok. For those in Hong Kong Island are Sheung Wan and North Point. Yunnan, Tuen Mun, Tsuen Wan, Tseung Kwan O, and Sha Tin are in new territories. For those who would like to know more about the show and the free bone density test, audience from Macau, please call 2855-4666. For our audience from Zhejiang River Delta, please dial 0755-8236-2989.
Don't just sit and wait, because your bone and joint pain will not just heal by himself. The longer you wait for the time to heal by itself, the more pain you will suffer. The best way to suffer no more, please call 3105-0020 and register for today's activities, because during then you might have the opportunity getting to know the new solution for pain relief. Night might get busy though, so for you who can't get through, please try to call back like 10 to 20 minutes later. It will be better. For friends who wish to review today's program again, please log on to www.scientisthome.com. That's it for now. See you again next time. Bye bye.